crafty people, this is Ellen with Gina K Designs, and thanks for stopping by today. I just made this sympathy card that I just love, and I need to make an envelope for it, and it is kind of a weird size. Usually I make my envelopes on the 123 punch board, and I have an online calculator that I use, and you can put in the measurements of the card and it will tell you all of the information that you need. So in this case, it is a 5.5 by 3.5 inch card. So I need my paper size, 7 5/8 squared, and then my score line is at 3 1/8. So let me show you how to use this. I love the 123 punch board because you can make any size that you need. Not a problem. So we open it up and we're going to go to the 3 1/8. So there's a 3 and the next one is the 1/8. And then you punch it and you score. And I like to use my Cricut scoring tool for that. So then what you're going to do, this score line will fit into this notch right here. And you can feel it when it gets there. So in this case, the opposite side is going to be 4.5. On a rectangle shape envelope, the opposite sides have the same value. So now we're back here to 3 1/8. And then back here to 4.5. So then you fold this all up, get the papers out of the way, and the back of this has a corner rounder. Which you can use or not, whatever you like to do. Okay, then what we need to do is we need to fold in all these score lines. And then before we go any further, I just like to double check and make sure that this fits. The envelope fits the card, which it does, so yay. Alright, so then what I like to do, on the bottom flaps, I use 3/8 inch tape. And I like to fold in the flap and then put the little flaps on top, because then I can see where I need to place the adhesive. So you can imagine there's a line under here running across there. So you want to make sure that you are within the perimeter of this and this. Okay, and just burnish this down. And then pull that out, and I like to use my vinyl weeding tool for this. It gets the backers off really easily. Okay, so then you fold it up and burnish that in. And if you don't like this being up so high, before you put it all together, you can just trim that off with scissors or in your trimmer. I don't really mind. Sometimes when you make slimlines on the 123 punch board, this might be higher, so you would definitely want to cut that off there, but we are good to go today. And then on the top, I like to use the 1/4 inch. And then I like to put a little piece down here to reinforce. So you want to make sure that that's not going to stick onto your card. You want to put it far enough down that it'll just help hold it there. Alright, so we have our envelope. You burnish these in, and then when you get ready to send it, you can just take the papers off. In this case, I'm just gonna put on here, I'm just gonna stamp one of the butterfly images on here. And I have the distressed vintage photo. I'll just use this since it was out. Okay, so there you have it. A beautiful envelope for this beautiful card. I'll list everything I used today in the description box. I do have affiliate links. Come join me over on Facebook, Pinterest, and my new blog at egidesigns.com. And hit that subscribe button if you aren't already a subscriber and part of my crafty community. I would love to have you. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and until next time, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Here are a couple more videos I thought you might like. Thanks so much for watching.